chat. Yeah. Yeah, you know what time it is. Tour. everybody? What's going on, man? Well, thank you, Aussie Random Family Videos. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate all the kind words, guys. I appreciate it. Just love what I do. Love to play, love to jam, love playing live, writing, in the studio. I appreciate it. Yo, what's up, Marco Taproot? What's going on, man? What's everybody up to? What's good? What's new? Hey, thanks, Dan. Yeah, this is my new SG that I'm crazy about. You know, man, listen, I've always been a huge Gibson SG fan. And got myself one now. It was an excellent Christmas gift from the very beautiful Little C over at CSMY Productions. And I'm loving it, man. And I see you guys are loving it too. Soulfly put on the best shows from around 2002 to 2010. Loved when you all would do the drum sessions. Yeah, well, hey, man, we had Joe Nunez on drums then. And Joe Nunez was one of the best drummers in the band. I know he's got an interview coming out soon, I hope. And it's going to be funny. It's going to be great. I can't wait for him to do it. Because he was an incredible talent, incredible drummer, one of the best. Yeah, thank you, bro. I love this SG, man. Like I said, you were watching Poata live. Yeah, remember that? That was a good time playing that song live, man. I'll be throwing that song in my solo set list real soon. Actually, it's got that whole acoustic ending that I wrote and jammed on, which was a lot of fun to play that. So, all right, let's keep jamming. What do we got next here? Well, this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. A mellow groove. Why not? What the hell, right? Yeah. Sorry, guys. I got to get this camera a little better. I'm charging the phone as I'm talking. Cover band shows any better than that. Haha. Hey, man, I would dig an AC/DC cover band. I'm sure that guy played a sick SG, right? I would think so. That's whacked. Yeah, today I'm just doing some jazzy jams, you know, just improv, and that's what I usually do when I wake up. Just rock out, play some guitar, man. Just improv, you know, nothing crazy, just improv. So, yeah, what do you guys want to know? Anything good? It's Friday. Tomorrow, guys, I'm playing in Connecticut. Yeah. It's going to be a good show. A bunch of bands on the bill. It's at a place called The Cellar. I played there before with Hail the Horns. It was a great show we had at that time. So this was something that got added on last minute. And it's going to be good. I'm going to be playing a bunch of, you know, cover songs, stuff you know me for, my own original stuff. So it should be a good time. All right, let's see what's up with this one. Yes, sir. So come on out. If you're in the Connecticut area, come up to the show. I think I'm going on early. I think I go on like around 7:30 actually. So. Nice song. Yeah, the new El Nino record will be out soon. I know it's almost done. You guys are gonna love it. Some birthdays too, by the way. Yesterday was Mikey G's birthday. Also today we had My boy Jimmy's birthday. Happy birthday, guys. You guys have a great weekend. with Mike from Soulfly, bass player Mike. Nah, man, I spoke to him like every day during the pandemic, and our sound guy also, but I haven't heard from them, man. Last I heard from those guys, they said they were quitting too. So I don't know. I don't know what happened. I guess they're still there, but they told me they were quitting. They weren't happy. Anyway, hope all is well with those guys. Soulfly Frontline. Alright, Lance, I'll play that next, bro. This is for you, man. Got it. I always said Frontline was one of my favorite songs, and one of those songs I always throw in my set list. Alright, bro, you want to hear Frontlines? Let's do it. Everybody loves that song. I love that song too. It's got some of my classic riffs on it, all over it. And remember, I've said it before, guys, that intro riff, that's not a solo. Yo, thanks for the tip, Chons. Thanks for the tip. That's a riff. It's not a solo, okay? It's a riff. Anything played on the 5th and 6th string is a riff, okay? Solos are up high on the higher strings. That's a solo. A riff is a riff, a solo is a solo. But I think you guys know that. You'd have to be really ignorant to not know that. Alright, let's do it. Here we go. Thanks for that tip, bro. Yeah, now, hey guys, by the way, you can tip me here now. So, just so you know. Alright, here it is. Let me show you how it goes from let's start at the top. Oh, you know what's cool about this too? So this version of Frontline that I have recorded, the drums is actually my good friend Conky Laura, who played with us. You know, he played on my second solo record. He played on Legionnaire also, but he also played with us with Soulfly here and there. He was probably one of the best drummers we had too. All these great drummers with Joe Nunez and Conky and Dave Kincaid and Roy, and that's about it. All right, let's keep rocking. You ready? Here we go. So this is Frontlines. Frontlines! Oh, wrong song. Here we go. the tip, my man. Thank you guys for all the tips. I appreciate it. Yo, man, and if you like that style of riffing that I created, well, that's another good one. You're gonna love my new band Revenge Beast, guys, because I'm doing that same kind of style of riffing that I created on Frontlines. With those style of riffs, you're gonna get that with Revenge Beast. So make sure you get ready to pick up our new record. It is coming out soon. Yo, what's up, my comrade in Russia? Hope all is well. So, yeah, what else is good, guys? Thank you for the tips. I see someone else sent one. I appreciate all the tips, guys. That means a lot to me. I appreciate it. You think, Dead Space says, I think Soulfly will lose its edge ever since you left. Well, hey, man, come to Revenge Beast, bro. Come to Hail the Horns. Come to the El Nino shows, dude. We're doing the right thing, and we're rocking out. So be ready, guys. Woo! Your boy's going to be hanging out with you all and rocking out. Bring me some coffee. I don't care what kind. It could be instant. That's fine with me. Just make it strong. All right, let's keep rocking. You know what? I'm gonna play this song. This song coming up next is an old song from one of my old bands when I was like 16. Frontlines was a style of riffing that I did a lot in that band called Crankcase. I'm gonna be putting up some demos soon from that. It was the band I started when I was like 16, and everybody in the band was super talented. We were very kind of technical death metal, thrash metal, hardcore. Anyway, so that's where the inspiration for a lot of riffs like Frontlines and a lot of that thrash vibe that I brought to the band came from, was from my old band Crankcase. So this next song is called Silent Till Disturbed. I've played it before. I did a recording of it. Maybe I'll release it again one day. So, yeah, what up, George Fisher? All right, I'm going to play a song. All right? It's an oldie but a goodie. Hopefully I remember it. I haven't played this in a while. Again, this is Conky on drums, guys. I don't know why I'm getting all this buzz from my amp today. go, dude. So that was a song from my old band Crankcase. I'll give credit where credit's due because you know I always do that, and that's where my good friend John Funicello, who's the singer of the band, he wrote the lyrics to it. I messed them up. I don't remember his lyrics, but they were great lyrics. Great band. We're talking about doing a reunion at some point. You know, around my area in New Jersey where I grew up, we had a pretty good fan base. We play a lot of the clubs, open up for bigger bands. Anyway, we did have two demos out, and I'm hoping to re-release it, maybe get a label to put it out. So yeah, Crankcase, CKC. That was the our logo and our abbreviation for Crankcase. So salute to all my old friends from back in the day. Hopefully we'll do a reunion show for that soon. All right, man. Let's keep jamming. How about I play some Pantera? That's what I think I got next here. It's a song I usually play in my live show because Dime was one of my favorites, obviously. There it is, yo. Yeah, you know I love my Pantera. Let's do it's another song from one of my old bands. I never released it yet, but I may do it. I played it for you guys before. Any experience with crank amps? Yeah, actually, that's funny. You just said that, Thomas Clark. I did a show last weekend. Flew into Wisconsin, played with my boys in the band Squid Hammer, and my good friend Jake had a crank amp, and I borrowed his amp, and it was great. You know, I don't know, are they still in business? Crank? I'm really not sure. But I do like their amps a lot. He had the dime bag crank amp, and it sounded great, man. It was a ripping head. I don't think there's anything better than a tube head. I really I love it. You know. Although what I have been using a lot lately is my little Boss Katana. I mean, I use this thing for my live feeds. It seems to be working, sounding pretty good on this level. But when I go play shows, if they're drive-in dates, and I bring my Katana head, Boss Katana head, or I have the combo now. And I love it, man. I think it's perfect, man. I think they finally made something that mimics a tube amp. Plus, it's got built-in delay, which is something that I really like. But yeah, there's nothing better than a tube head, man. I mean, when you AB a guy playing through a tube head, it's just night and day, dude. I love that old school uh, tube tone and vibe. So yeah, Crank is cool, man. Like I said, I don't know if they're still in business. You tell me. But they were a good amp. You know, obviously, if Dime put his name on it, they were great because Dime had great tones. So cool. All right, let's keep rocking. I'm gonna play this next song. This is another one from one of my old bands uh, that I put in my set list a lot. So it's called Blind Leads the Blind. Played it before for you guys. It's a good one. All right, let's do it. Yeah. up, sorry. I'm playing this tomorrow. Thank you for those tips, guys. I appreciate the tips. Blind leads the blind. It's an oldie but a goodie. Another one. So, all right, let's keep rocking. Ooh, that's a good one. I usually end with that song. So, yo, what up, Dead Space? What's going on, guys? So, yeah, we got this YouTube channel growing. I want to thank you guys for subscribing. It is now monetized, my page. Thank God, finally. It's been a long run here to get this thing monetized. And I appreciate it. So, all my live videos are basically only going to be here on YouTube from here on out, because I want all the traffic coming over here, obviously, and you can tip here, and I appreciate that, man. You know, if you make a request and I know it, I will play it for you, and thank you for leaving a tip. I appreciate it. That's awesome. So, cool. Well, thank you, guys. I'm going to do probably another song here. I usually end my set with this song. I always play it in my live feed. It's one of my favorite songs. It's from my first solo record, Colossal Myopia. The song's called Isosceles. It's got, you know, my style of riffing that maybe you know me for, which is just a lot of harmonic minor scales, which I've always liked. Although I'm trying to keep away from that now, just because I've done a lot of riffs in that style. But it's in that same key, that same vibe as like Frontlines, you know, that vibe that I brought to the table, and I'm gonna continue bringing to all my projects. So yeah, this is a song that I wrote around the same time as Frontlines, so it's got that same kind of vibe to it. That again, harmonic minor key of E. So let's do it. Isosceles. This will be my last one. Thank you, Within Machine. What up, man? Next time I go live acoustic, I'll play that song for you, man. It's a good one. Yeah, George, I do a lot of improv. For me, it's fun, you know? I backing tracks are not up for online. Maybe I will put them up. Good idea. Now, I don't speak French, but boom. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah. That was Downside Up. But Downside Up's played on a seven string. I don't have my seven string with me right now, man. I'm just addicted to this SG right now. So, yeah, you got to deal with me, man. I'm going through this SG phase, man. I'm playing this thing every day. I love it. Kind of took a break from the seven string. Actually, so when we do this El Nino run, I think I'm going to be playing a six string also, because all those classic El Nino songs off the first two records were played on six strings, tuned to open C tuning. I haven't played an open tuning in years, you know. I mean, whatever, you know. It's just another tuning, no big deal. But I'll have to tune my guitars down for the tour, I think, to make it happen. So it's all good. I got to get one of my other guitars here to restring it, put some thicker strings on, tune it down to C. I haven't tuned to that tuning since El Nino. So actually, you should check out one of my side projects I had right when I had left El Nino in '02. I had another really cool side project called Committee of 13, and that was in open tunings too, because I was coming out of El Nino and I was still used to that tuning and I was still writing in that vein, that style. It was a great project, man. Check it out. I know somebody uploaded the record on YouTube. It was called Committee of 13, and it was really cool. Good stuff, melodic, kind of metal, kind of hard rock, you know, good stuff. So I love the SG too. How many languages can I speak? English, and I know a little bit of Spanish. I can communicate in Spanish. Um, I got to get better at it though. But yeah, that's about it, and that's all. Honestly, I'm interested in learning. it's too much work to learn different languages. You know, it's enough just to try to speak English and know a little bit of Spanish. You know, but I'm proud of myself that I did pick up some Spanish because I spent some time in Colombia here and there years ago and picked up some Spanish. So yeah, it was good. It's a good thing to know. Good thing to know. Mark, do you know what Omar is up to these days? Omar, who played the turntables for El Nino. Oh, that's right. Yep, I remember Omar. I don't know. I don't know. I wonder if he's still living here in Jersey. He was a Jersey dude like me. I known that dude for a very long time. He was a good dude, Omar. Yeah, hopefully he's doing good, and maybe I'll run into him at some point because it's probably been 20 something years since I've seen that dude. But yeah, he was very talented. I know he did a lot of the turntable stuff. I think he programmed some beats for us back in the day. I never really got into that aspect of music, but I know he was really good at that. So hopefully we'll see that dude soon too. You know? Yeah. So cool. So like I said, tomorrow I got a show in Connecticut, guys. So come on out. It's gonna be good. If you're overseas and you can't, I may go live and I'll put it up here. And again, I appreciate all the tips, guys. You know, my page now is monetized. It took a good year of working at it. I want to give a shout out to CSNY Productions for helping me with that. Um, huge help. Very important for a musician to monetize their page. You know. Yeah, the new El Nino is super heavy, guys. It's heavy. Um, I'm doing solos on the record. You know, the guys wanted me to shred on it, which is something that I always wanted to do back in the day, and now I'm doing it. Um, the riffs are heavy. You guys are gonna love it. I'm telling you. New El Nino is gonna be sick. The new singer, I keep telling you, man, he's like the best singer in metal. I've been saying that for years. Marcos from Shattered Sun. I toured with that dude years ago. I played shows in Texas with those guys probably like 10 years ago. And I've always said that Marcos is one of the best singers in metal, nicest guy out there. Um, it's gonna be incredible, man. I can't wait. I mean, that's one of the many reasons why I wanted to do this new El Nino run record and tour with those guys again was because you know Marcos is in the band, and I've been a huge fan of that dude's vocals. Um, so yeah, it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good. I can't wait. You guys will see it. Tour starts in a month, so yeah. There'll be no sleeping on stage either, yo. Everybody's coming. We're coming with the thunder, dude. We're throwing down, man. Everybody in the band works out. You know, everybody's getting in good shape for the tour, man. And we're coming hard, man. We're coming hard. Yeah, I've talked about it before, man, about staying in shape. You know, I do my workouts here on YouTube also, man. Yo, this is metal, man. This is about intensity. This is about coming and putting on a show. These tickets are not free. Um, you know, we go to countries, you know, that where people aren't making that much money. You better bring the thunder. You better show up prepared, knowing your instrument. You better show up giving 100%, being in tip-top shape, man. That's to me, that is what metal is about. It's not just about playing, it's also about showing up and giving 100% on stage, putting on a freaking concert, guys. And you're gonna get that when you come to the El Nino show. Any of my projects. Happy working on Probably Enjoy. So you interview with Scott Bowling. Yeah, that was a great interview, man. Scott Bowling, uh, big props to him, man. He's a good dude, and he did so much, man. You know. So yeah, you're right with the machine. I don't really do any down tuning. That's not my style for my solo music. But you know, when I'm playing in other bands, um, I do what is necessary for the band I'm in, and I don't mind doing different tunings. You know, if that's what it calls for in the band. But for my own solo music, I really enjoy just being in E standard for most of my stuff. And if any time I want to go lower, I use the seventh string. I play my seventh string B stuff on the seventh string. Um, but most of my stuff is in E standard. It's just what I like, you know. I like thrash metal. Hail the Horns will all be in E standard. Revenge Beast is in E standard and seven string B tuning when it calls for it. But El Nino is its own thing. So, you know, a lot of that stuff is in drop C, which is cool. That's the sound of the band. So that's the vibe that I got to go for. Well, I'm at, you know, it's nobody's saying you have to be an athlete on stage. No one said you have to be a bodybuilder. You know, just some cardio. You know, go for a walk, hit the treadmill once in a while, eat healthy. You know, you're putting on a metal show. It's got to be intense. You can't be up there falling asleep. Can't do it. It's not fair to the fans. Again, nobody's saying you gotta be a bodybuilder. Nobody's saying that. You know? God, you hear the tone on this thing? I love it. That's right. You're right, Dead Space. You gotta be alive on stage. Exactly. Those tickets aren't free, man. Don't be ripping people off. I would never do that. Yeah, new bands on the scene. Dude, I played with this band this past weekend that I think is amazing, called Black River. I keep forgetting the name of them. They were so good though. Black River. It'll come to me, man. But I'll post some stuff up about them. They're incredible. They played my show last Friday down in South Carolina. I'm such an airhead. I can't remember sometimes the names of bands. They were great, and there was another band on the bill that was incredible. Yeah, you're right, D-Ron. Drawn. Hey, man. You know, is what it is, man. It's not my problem anymore. Yeah, so there's a lot of great bands out there, dude. There was a band that I played with down in Texas years ago that I'm crazy about called In Search of Sight. They were incredible. I always hype up. There's this band from Jersey that I've always been crazy about. They've been around. They're older than me, man. I used to worship these guys and follow them all over New Jersey back in the day. Like in the early 90s. They've been around since like 91, 92. Hardcore thrash band called Faction Zero. You can find their stuff on YouTube. They were very influential on me. The guitar player was such a sick, tight thrash style of rhythm. He did awesome, tasteful solos, man. They're like one of my favorite bands of all time, and still to this day, I'm very inspired by that band, Faction Zero. You know, there was a vibe here where I grew up in the New York, New Jersey area with the hardcore thrash metal bands that just it was something in the water, man. Just like the pizza, dude. The music, there was something. There was a sound here that I'm still obsessed with. You know, with bands like Overkill, that band Faction Zero. You know, the hardcore bands and the thrash metal bands had a very similar sound that I just loved. And I still love that sound, man. And honestly, Hail the Horns, I think, is going to have that vibe. That's kind of like what we're going for, that kind of mid-tempo, or like early 90s thrash metal, when the thrash bands kind of slowed down and got more groovy. That's kind of what we're going for with Hail the Horns. More original stuff. Yeah, check them out. Check them out, Captain Dugog. They are amazing. Faction Zero. I mean, I listen to those guys all the time. I don't know what their status is right now as a band, if they're still rocking, what they're doing. I know they did a reunion and they've been rocking out the last couple of years around this area, but you really got to check them out, man. They were one of my favorite bands as a kid, and still to this day, I love that Stevie Ray Vaughan, man. I did a couple playthroughs. I think I did Scuttle Button, and I did another, maybe Crossfire. It's on my YouTube channel here. If you scroll down, a couple years ago, I did some playthroughs. I love Stevie Ray Vaughan, man. I love the blues. I love all the blues artists from over the years. You know, stuff like Buddy Guy, the Muddy Waters stuff. It's amazing music. You know, it's the roots to rock and roll. It's the roots to heavy metal, man. And you gotta get into it. Get into the blues and that old vibe, man. You know, I love a lot of the British invasion bands, like Cream was incredible, and Deep Purple, Zeppelin, obviously. That stuff, it's amazing, man. I just love it. I can't get enough of that classic rock style of music and the blues. All right, guys, I gotta get out of here. Famous for his taste of heavy. Yeah, he used some real heavy strings, and that really, I think, added to his tone. I think that's why he really was able to keep it so clean, but still like a thick tone. I don't like thick strings. I got into that for a while ago. I was using like 11s, but I can play with 11s, but I prefer 10s. You know, I love Eric Johnson. As you can tell, I've been very influenced by him lately, man. I'm trying to incorporate that sound, man, but I'm failing miserably. But I'm a huge Eric Johnson fan, obviously. Yeah, but I like my strings in like tens. I'm good on tens. Like if I'm tuned to E standard, I like tens. If I was to go to D, which I don't normally nowadays, I would use the drop tuner pedal, honestly. Um, but I would sometimes I would dabble in 11s, but I wouldn't go any thicker than 11. It's just for me. I don't like when it get too heavy and then you struggle in bending and it kind of makes my fingers get tired. You know, which was incredible that Stevie Ray Vaughan was able to do what he did with such thick strings. You know, and I heard he kept his action high too. So yeah, Buddy Guy, man. I mean, can you imagine he's still around rocking out? He's got to be like in his yeah, almost 80, right? So that guy's a living legend, man. Genius. 80 years old, still going on stage and giving 100%. I mean, that's very commendable. That's incredible, man. So I gotta check him out live. That dude is a national treasure, you know. Oh, of course, Brian. See, yeah, I met many of my favorite guitar players and um, so many, you know, and I always love to tell the story. Tom Morello is one of my favorite guitar players, you know, and I met him at an airport once, and he walked by me, and all I did was I gave him a fist bump. I said, "Yo, Tom, big fan, bro," and he said, "Thanks, dude." And that was it. I let him go on his way because I'm such a fan of the guy. I didn't want to bother him, you know. But yeah, he's incredible. When is the Mark Rizzo Blues album coming out? I don't think I'd ever make an all blues record. But yes, my new record will have some more bluesy jazz fusion. I'm definitely going to stretch out a lot more on my new solo record. It'll definitely have a more bluesy rock, warmer tones. You know, I'll be recording with this guitar a lot. I'm definitely going for, yes, like a more bluesy rock, hard rock kind of vibe. But there also will be some heavy, heavy stuff on it too. I promise you. I'll never stop playing metal and heavy stuff that I like, thrash metal type stuff, you know. But you know, all my records are like that, right? I mean, my records are pretty. All my solo records are pretty versatile with what I'm trying to do. But I will say I really enjoy the audience that likes hard rock and blues because they're very open-minded, even to the metal stuff that I do. They're open-minded. Whereas like when I go play with more metal bands, um, I think my instrumental stuff sometimes goes over people's heads. But like when I did that Nita Strauss tour, that was more of a hard rock, you know, old school audience. A lot of the Alice Cooper fans, you know, come out and hey CSNY, I'm almost done here, um, and yeah, so that they were like the perfect audience. Who knew it? You know, that older rock crowd really, I think, was enjoying what I was doing. So I hope to do more of that. Yeah, the double neck is not fixed. I'm probably gonna sell it if anyone's interested in it. I really have no use for it anymore. I don't really um, play it. It's very bulky. You know, again, I created the double neck for my old band Cortez, and then that was around the time I had joined Soulfly, and I brought it out on the road and used it for the Mars Jam. But honestly, it was just, it's just, man, that thing is so big and heavy. Um, a lot of work to keep it in tune, and I'll probably just sell it eventually to someone who's a collector and a big fan. You know, so if anyone's interested, hit me up. It is a one of a kind, and it was a guitar that I designed. Um, it was something that I worked with Yamaha to create, and again, one of a kind. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, go over to markrizzo.net, George, and you can get all my merch there. All there's links to all my records, and you can buy it. Otherwise, come to my solo gigs, and then you can buy stuff. You know, I sit behind my merch table and sell everything in person. So I always say I'm very easy to find, guys, for good or for bad. So come say what's up. I'm always hanging out at my merch table, chilling in person. All right, little C requested it. It's good practice for me. I do need to practice Right on, Brian C. Glad you had a good time, man. Yeah, I'm always hanging, guys. Come say what's up. Oh, someone sent me a tip. Thank you for the tip. Nah, man. You can't sell me your guitar with the machine, but thank you. It's very kind of you. Right on. The Ryzen 4 solo, man. I gotta work on it. I used to know it, dude. I used to know the whole song, the classical intro. I messed up. Wow. I gotta work on it, guys. It's been a long time. You know, I've been. People don't realize, man, when you're doing like all these tours and you gotta learn all these songs, you kind of. There's only so much I can remember. So many riffs in my head and songs, and it's a lot. Now, actually, I'm working on. I got to get ready to start working on the El Nino stuff. I was actually going to start relearning a lot of that stuff today, but it may not happen until after the weekend because I got a gig and a lot of work, man. A lot of work. Hey, check it out, man. This is the new Hail the Horn shirts too, guys. Soon these will be up for sale. So yeah, we'll put them up soon, real soon. So all right, cool, man. I'm gonna get out of here. Oh, Johnny, I just played Frontlines, man. I just played it. I'm gonna upload this video today, and you can rewind it and watch me play Frontlines. All right, how about that? So cool. Any other thing you guys want to know, talk about before I get out of here? Again, thank you for all the tips. I appreciate that. We are now monetized on this page, finally. So I'm going to be doing a lot more live feeds here, man. A lot more. And this is where you guys come to know what's up here. The truth, riffing, music, my workout videos, everything. So this channel is gonna grow. We're gonna be doing a lot more stuff, you know. So that's what's up. Cool, right on with the machine. And you should keep that guitar, man, if you like it that much. Keep it, dude. Cool. All right, Johnny. You have a good weekend too. And I'll see you guys soon. Come out to the show. All right. I'll be there tomorrow, hanging out with everybody. So come out to. Yes, we're gonna go get some Starbucks now. And I'll be in Connecticut tomorrow, guys, at the Cellar, doing my solo gig. So come out, say what's up. Yes, I will have guitars for sale at the show. I have my merch. I'll be bringing everything. So come out. It's gonna be a really, really good time. Cool. All right, George. We'll see you tomorrow, man. If you're coming out. All right, guys. Everyone have a great weekend. See you tomorrow. Peace.